NCAA college football. From Hundley Stadium in Hampton-Sydney, Virginia, it's the Dukes of Madison College versus the Tigers of Hampton-Sydney College in a key matchup of undefeated College Division III teams. This ABC Sports exclusive is brought to you by National Semiconductor Digital Watches and Calculators, by the Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company, Goodyear Tires and Goodyear Service for more good years in your car, and by the real goodness folks at Kentucky Fried Chicken. It's finger-licking good. The Hampton-Sydney fans are on their feet welcoming the garnet and gray of Hampton-Sydney's Tigers onto the field. Madison College Dukes have already entered the stadium, and we're about ready to go here as NCAA college football continues with another regional game here on ABC. Once again, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Steve Zabriskie along with Steve Davis, former Oklahoma University quarterback, set to bring you all the excitement of this Division III game between undefeated teams. Steve, what do you see as the keys to victory for these teams today?
Well, of course, Madison, they're a more run-oriented football team, and when they do run the football, they've got two tremendous backs. And Bernard Slayton, number 1, he's on our left here, and number 5, Ron Stiff, number 5, and they're both exciting runners, and they combine for 4,300 yards as the total offense between them and 45 touchdowns, so you'll want to see them get the football.
They'll be operating at tailback, alternating number 1 and number 5, so look for them in the purple and gold of Madison College. They also have a fine defensive player, don't they?
Yes, they do. Woody Bergeria is a junior tri-captain for the football team. An outstanding young man and a great player for him. He's been real effective for him. He's wearing number 74 this afternoon. It'll be something to watch on the defense.
Hampton-Sydney's offensive personnel can be quite exciting. They have a brother combination quarterback and split end. What about their offense?
Well, number 24, Jimmy Ferguson, is one to be watching this afternoon. He's caught the ball 36 times for 186 yards, and he's also their kicker. And then Bo Snodgrass, a senior, he's on the right wearing number 23 this afternoon, will be the kick return specialist, will be doing quite a bit this afternoon. So they're both fine players offensively and should give them everything we want to see this afternoon.
Aside from the key individuals, Steve, what do you see as far as the keys for the teams to do? What do they have to do to be successful?
Well, I think Madison's probably just got to establish their running game and not fumble, not throw the ball away or anything like that. And, of course, and then Hampton-Sydney, they've got to have the ability to throw the ball. They throw it 23 times a game, and they've been averaging 357 yards of total offense. So you'll want to, you know, in their minds, they're going to try to establish their game and let the other team try to change up. Both defenses are solid, 8-man fronts and 3 deep secondary. So it'll be a good game.
We should have a well-balanced and very exciting football game for you here on ABC today. Ladies and gentlemen, now let's meet the starting defensive team for the Dukes of Madison College. At left end, from Powhatan, Virginia, number 81, Rich Jackson. At left tackle, from Columbia, Maryland, number 66, Mark Baird. At left guard, from Triangle, Virginia, number 74, Woody Bergeria. At right guard, from Bridgewater, Virginia, number 61, Fred Garst. At right tackle, from Falls Church, Virginia, number 79, Bob Dunn. At right end, from Alexandria, Virginia, number 8, Dale Eaton. At left linebacker, from Milford, Connecticut, number 35, Dale Caparazzo. At right linebacker, from Portsmouth, Virginia, number 33, Rick Davis. At left defensive back, from Oxon Hill, Maryland, number 29, Bob Logan. At right defensive back, from Oxon Hill, Maryland, number 27, John Toole. At safety, from Cumberland, Maryland, number 9, Terry Hansroth. At tailback, from Lynchburg, Virginia, number 1, Bernard Slayton. At center, from Annandale, Virginia, number 55, Brian Grainer. And the head coach of the Madison College Dukes in his 5th season, Challis McMillan. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the senior starters of the Tigers of Hampton-Sydney College. At defensive end, from Dublin, Virginia, number 55, Arthur Coleman. At guard, from St. Albans, West Virginia, number 56, Carl Fletcher. At center, from Danville, Virginia, number 59, Phil Haley. At left cornerback from Roanoke, Virginia, number 21, David Hardy. At safety from Virginia Beach, Virginia, number 84, Richard Hogue. At tackle from Roanoke, Virginia, number 60, Bob Johnson. At fullback, also from Roanoke, Virginia, number 40, Larry Levin. At linebacker from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, number 61, David Michael. At defensive end from Radford, Virginia, number 57, Noel Sloan. At tailback from Farmville, Virginia, number 33, Bill Watson. The split end from Roanoke, Virginia, number 23, Bo Snodgrass. At linebacker from Alexandria, Virginia, number 36, Bob Parsons. Also at linebacker from Richmond, Virginia, number 88, Steve Barrow. And the head coach of Hampden-Sydney's Tigers, Jay Stokely Fulton. We'll be back for the kickoff of today's Division III college game between Madison and Hampden-Sydney from Hundley Stadium in just a moment.
Come see, there's good news round the corner. Goodyear, wherever you are.
Goodyear's Red Tag sale slashes prices on every polyglass bias-belted tire in stock. Winter tires, wide treads and GTs with raised white letters. New car tires with white or black walls. All of them, but hurry. Sale ends Wednesday.
Oh, yes, there's good news round the corner. Goodyear, wherever you are. Goodyear tires and Goodyear value for more Goodyears in your car. Look at this is cooking, it's a meal. Oh, real goodness from the Colonel, here's a meal. It's finger-licking good, so you know it's all right. Let the Colonel's people do your cooking tonight. You want a good meal, but you don't want to fuss. Come to the people you know you can trust. Real goodness from Kentucky Fried Chicken. Real goodness from Kentucky Fried Chicken.
You will be purple team, you will be white team if we have a penalty. Captain Clayton, this is a $50. Call it
Steve
in the air.
Zabriskie along with Steve Davis back here at Hundley Stadium at Hampden-Sydney, Virginia, where the toss of the coin is going right now. Let's listen to the toss of the coin.
You may kick, receive, or defend the goal. You will receive. Which goal will you defend, please, Captain? Would you stand with your backs to the goals you will be defending, please, gentlemen? Gentlemen, one last message. Let's show our television audience how good football is played in Virginia. Best of luck to you.
Referee James Robertson giving the instructions to both teams. And as you saw, Hampden-Sydney, who will be in gray jerseys with the very, very dark red, garnet red colored pants, won the toss. They elected to receive. And Madison, they elected to defend the north goal. So they'll be kicking off from left to right. Hampden-Sydney will be on the right, returning. Steve, the early part of this ball game, I think, could be very key for both of these teams to see who can establish momentum right away.
Got to try to set a established running game, or you establishing the ball game what you're going to try to be successful with all afternoon. And of course, Hampden-Sydney, they'll be throwing the ball, and of course Madison, they'll try to be establishing the running game. So it'll be interesting to see how they go about their running attack this afternoon.
Madison getting ready to kick off, and the receivers back deep for Hampden-Sydney. Be number 33, Watson, and number 22, Newell, Ben Newell, quarterback of Butterboro's receiver. Kicking off for the Madison Dukes, be number 42, Mike Harcum, who plays quarterback on defense. The officials, James Robertson, the referee. The linesman is Ernest Herwin, Robert Duncan. Field judge Irwin Taylor, and the back judge Maynard Strickner. And we're underway. It's a high, short kick taken by Newell at about the 3-yard line. Newell's out to the 25, crosses the 30, and finally hemmed in and knocked out of bounds near the 35-yard line. Hampden-Sydney going on offense for the first time, and in the backfield will be number 10, Bill Newell at quarterback. Wingback Benny Newell, his brother, number 22. Snodgrass will be the split end, number 23. Number 24 will be Jim Ferguson. He'll be the running back, and the fullback will be Larry Levin. First and 10, as the ball is just across the 30-yard line of Hampden-Sydney. Newell going in motion. A keeper. Billy Newell crosses the 35 to the 40-yard line, knocked out of bounds right in front of the bench. A good pickup on a keeper by Newell. Dale Caparazzo, number 35, made the tackle for Madison. In the offensive line, the center is Bill Haley, the captain. At guards, number 56, Carl Fletcher, and number 74, Keith Love. The tackles, number 60, Bob Johnson, and number 76, Bob Wilson. And the tight end is number 82, Keith Lewis. Close to a 10-yard pickup as they bring the chains across for a measurement. And a nice gain on a keeper on the very first play of the game by Bill Newell, enough for the first down as he crosses the 40-yard line. They mark it at about the 41-yard line of Hampton-Sydney. It'll be 1st and 10.
This is one of the things this afternoon that Hampton-Sydney wanted to establish was the option play. Get the quarterback on the run. It puts a lot of pressure on your defensive football team and will allow you later in the game to do other things. So the 10-yard gain is an indication that maybe they've already got something established.
Defensively for Madison College, the defensive ends are Rich Jackson, 81, and number 8, Dale Eaton. As we go on 1st and 10, another nice gain over left tackle. The tackle made by Rick Davis, number 33, on the carry by number 33, Watson, running at fullback. Also defensively at left tackle, number 66, Mark Baird. The right tackle on defense, number 79, Bob Dunn for Madison. The defensive guards are number 74, Woody Begaria, their All-American candidate, and number 61, Fred Garst. They run a 6-2 defense, a split 6. As we go now on 2nd down and 3, gain of 7 for Watson on the play. 2nd and 3 from about the 48-yard line of Hampton-Sydney. The Tigers' first possession in the first quarter, no score. Again, it's Watson, crosses midfield to about the 49-yard line. Dale Eaton, number 8, the defensive end, makes the tackle for Madison. A short gain. It also could be close to first down yardage. Looks to be about a half a yard short, and we're going to have another timeout for a measurement. We'll continue to set the defense for you, as you saw there. Dale Eaton, number 8, the defensive end. The linebackers for Madison on defense are number 35, Dale Caparazzo, and number 33, Rick Davis. In the secondary, they run a 3-deep secondary unit. Number 27 is John Toole, number 29, Bob Logan, and the safety man is number 9, Terry Hansroth. This program is being brought to you as a special exclusive of ABC Sports. And now let's pause 5 seconds to allow our local stations to identify themselves.
WXEX-TV, Channel 8, Petersburg, Richmond.
As you saw, it was just a little bit short. Less than a foot to go on 3rd down, just inside Madison territory. And the penalty markers go down, and I believe Hampton-Sydney jumped offside as they tried to sneak for the first down. And if it is, in fact, against Hampton-Sydney, it will be a big blow to their drive. As with 3rd and short, it'll put them back to about 3rd and a long 5. Referee James Robertson discussing things with Madison's captain, number 74, Woody Begaria. And they do mark it off. Back around the 45-yard line. And it'll be 3rd down now in the long 5 for Hampton-Sydney. Again in the backfield, number 33, Bill Watson is the running back. Number 40, Larry Levin, the fullback. And Bill Newell, number 10, is the quarterback. Slot set to the right as Newell looks to throw. Complete to Watson, coming out of the backfield, enough for a first down as he's down around the 46-yard line of Madison. Number 35, Dale Caparazzo, and number 81, Rich Jackson, the defensive end, made the tackle for Madison, but it's enough yardage for a first down and puts Hampton-Sydney in Madison territory.
Steve, on that play, Bill just drops back. He hits the back out of the backfield, and it's really tough on the defense because they're dropping back, and you see that back coming underneath the coverage of the linebackers, and it's usually a good game.
1st and 10 from the Madison 46-yard line. Watson over the right side hurdles the tackler down near the 40 to about the 43-yard line. Number 35, Dale Caparazzo, again on the tackle for Madison. Gain of about 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 6 as they mark it right about at the 43-yard line of Madison. Hampton-Sydney's first possession, and they've only thrown once so far, Steve. Ben Newell in the slot to the left. Snodgrass, the split end on the left side. 2nd down and 6. Watson stopped behind the line of scrimmage on a fine defensive play. Slicing in number 59, Jim McHugh at the defensive guard position to make the first hit on Watson. Loss of about a yard on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 7. The ball back now around the 44-yard line of Madison.
This is a big down for them, Steve. They've been driving the football, and they've brought it almost, past midfield, and they'd like to get the 1st and 10, get down to the 4-down area where they get a score.
No score in the ball game with 12 minutes and 10 seconds left to play in the first quarter. This is Hampton-Sydney's first possession. Newell wants to throw. Going to keep it. Picks up a couple of yards down near the 40-yard line. 79 Bob Dunn, the right side defensive tackle, slid over to make the play on him. Pickup of a couple of yards on the play to the 41-yard line. It'll bring up a fourth down situation and about 4 or 5 yards to go. Hampton-Sydney sends their kicking team in. Back deep to receive for Madison, number 26, Tom Parisi, who's a split end on offense. Alan Leonard, or rather Mike Adkins, number 80, will be punting for Hampton-Sydney. Adkins hits it away from inside the midfield stripe, trying to hit the coffin corner. And let's see where they mark it. I think it went out of bounds on the 1-foot line. A great punt. Mike Adkins, who's averaging 35.8 yards per punt, puts it right out of bounds on the 1-foot line. A 40-yard punt for Adkins. And he couldn't have asked for much better than that. We'll be back with more from Hampton-Sydney as Madison and the Tigers battle with no score in just a minute.
Here comes the boss of the nation's largest airline. You can tell by the way he's treated. He's someone special. He's got 50,000 people working hard to please him. The airline is united. The boss is you, the business traveler. You're a big part of our business, so we treat you like the important person you are. Where you are the boss.
How about a little beer talk? Does beer improve with age? What do you say? Definitely? Definitely not? Well, the Budweiser Brewmaster says not indefinitely. What he means is beer is aged only in the aging cellars at the brewery, not after it's been bottled. Besides, everything you've always wanted to know about aging, you'll find in a cold Beechwood aged Budweiser. Time after time after time.
An executive talks about college.
The people who have gone to college tend to be better in-depth thinkers. It's worth it.
Hampton-Sydney is very happy that ABC is here, and we're happy to be here to bring you this game as Madison goes on offense for the first time from their own 1-foot line. Stan Jones, number 7 at quarterback. And Jones tries to sneak it out there, and he didn't get far at all. They're going to give him his forward progress out to about the 8-yard line. Arthur Coleman, number 55, the left defensive tackle, slicing through to make a great hit, along with number 54, Tom Alport.
Kicking game proved it's very important as that punt put it out on about the 1-foot line. Adkins on the punt. You know, Steve, a long time ago, coach used to say just hang it up high, and they maybe changed that philosophy a little bit, try to put it out down deep in your own territory.
He gained a yard out to about the 1-yard line. Jones will take him now on 2nd down and 9. Jones to Slayton. Slayton trying to get out of the end zone. Gets back maybe to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by 57, Noel Sloan. Offensively for Madison in the backfield, number 1, Bernard Slayton. Number 6, Mickey Knox will be the swing back. Bucky Knox moves from either side in the slot, sometimes split. Quarterback number 7, Stan Jones. The fullback is number 11, Shane Haas. The split end is Chip Derringer, number 21. The tight end is number 82, Ron Borders. We move now on 3rd down and 7 from about the 3-yard line. Again, the I formation in the backfield for Madison. Jones again hands off to Slayton. Slayton gets across the 5 to about the 6-yard line. The tackle made by number 36, Bob Parsons, the linebacker on that side, and Madison will have to kick out from in the shadow of their own goalpost. And we'll get a chance to take a look at their kicking game, Steve. They could use a good punt themselves right now.
They sure could, and Madison had to play it as wise and as carefully as they could on that situation, because anytime you got the ball that deep, the quarterback, Stan Jones, in the huddle, said, fellas, let's not make mistakes. Let's not get too extravagant. Let's just get it out of the way and punt it out of here and start again later.
There's Alan Leonard. Alan Leonard, number 87, the punter for Madison, ready to kick it off. Back in single safety, number 23, Bo Snodgrass. At the 44-yard line of Hampton-Sydney, Snodgrass down the left sideline into Madison territory, and he's bumped out of bounds inside the 35-yard line after a fine return. Warren Coleman, number 72, makes the tackle. Next Saturday on NCAA's college football, you'll see UCLA travel to Ohio to take on Ohio State. Woody Hayes and his Buckeyes will host the Bruins of UCLA in a battle of the undefeated. Jeff Dankworth, who has a sensational game against Arizona State here on ABC, will lead the UCLA Bruins on a team that upset Ohio State in last year's Rose Bowl. It's next Saturday, UCLA at Ohio State at 1:30 Eastern Time on ABC. Newell to the tailback. Number 24 is Ferguson, and Ferguson makes a nice gain down around the 30-yard line. Number 79, Bob Dunn, the defensive tackle, makes the stop for Madison. Close to the 30. Gain of 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 5 as you look at the Hampton-Sydney offensive huddle and now the Madison defense. 8 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in the first quarter. No score. Second down and 5 from the 30-yard line of Madison for Hampton-Sydney. Again, it's the tailback Ferguson. Ferguson crosses the 30-yard line down to about the 28 or 7, depending on where they mark it. Number 74, Woody Bagaria, the defensive guard. 6 feet, 235-pound junior made the stop. Short yardage on the play of about 2 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 3 from the 28-yard line of Madison. Snodgrass goes split to the right. Newell is in the slot to the right. Billy Newell looking to throw. Completes it to Ben. Benny Newell is down inside the 20-yard line at about the 15. Dragged down from behind by Terry Hansrode, who made a nice tackle as Newell almost spun away from him.
Brother combination. I saw asking Bill before the ball game, before even the interview all ago, Stephen. He was talking about. He said, "I'd like to hit Ben a little bit more today than we've been hooking up a little in the first 3 ball games."
They're doing it so far today as Newell ran a nice down and out pattern as he and Snodgrass crossed. And Hansrode had to come up with a good play to save a touchdown. 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line of Madison. Hampton-Sydney's second possession, their first scoring threat. Short yardage, perhaps hit at the line of scrimmage with number 45, Billy Moore, and another great defensive play by number 8, Dale Eaton, the right side defensive end, who's been playing outstanding so far, along with Robbie Nicholson, number 71. No gain on the play, maybe a foot. We'll call it 2nd down and 10, still from the 15-yard line. Hampton-Sydney is averaging 228 yards on the ground and 128 yards through the air offensively in their first 3 games this year, and they've moved the ball very well here so far. Newell on a straight drop back looking for Brother Ben, but we're going to have a penalty. Interference penalty is going to be called at the goal line as Newell wanted to cut out to get the ball, and number 9, Terry Hansrode, was in his road. The official threw the flag immediately. Pass interference, as you see there, against Madison, and Hampton-Sydney is going to get a big break here and great offensive field position and a chance to score.
See, it looked like John Toole on the play. He was watching the ball go over and happened to just run into Ben Newell on the play, and of course you got to make a legitimate effort for the football, and he was just running through the intended receiver, and that's pass interference.
They mark it at about the 2-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for Hampton-Sydney from that point. We're still in the first quarter, just under 7 minutes to go in the first quarter, and no score yet. Ferguson, number 24, has a shot at the goal line. Didn't quite make it. Number 35, Dale Caparazzo, and the other linebacker, Rick Davis, number 33, moved up to meet him before he could get it across the goal line. They mark it right about the 1-yard line, just inside the 1. It'll be 2nd down and goal.
Steve, a lot of people might be wondering, what does the quarterback tell his offense when you're down at, a foot away from the goal line and scoring? You just tell your guy that's going to get the football, just hang on to it. Don't make mistakes. Don't pressure yourself.
Levin's at fullback. Ferguson is the D-back. And in the game now, number 35, Barry Merrill. Watson, touchdown, Hampton-Sydney. On a power play right up the middle. Bill Watson, 5'10", 165-pound senior, scores the first points of the ball game as Hampton-Sydney goes out in front 6-0 with 6:23 left to play in the first quarter. Hampton-Sydney's scoring drive following that great punt return was only 35 yards in just 7 plays to put them out in front. And doing the kicking, number 43, Gary Garner, a reserve fullback, will attempt the extra point. And it's good. Hampton-Sydney draws first blood here in this battle of undefeated Division III college football game. With 6 minutes and 23 seconds left to play in the first quarter, Hampton-Sydney 7-0.
That's more like it. Yes, that's more like it. That's more like the kind of car that we all need today. Now that's more like it. Yes, that's more like it. Now that's more like it. That's much more like it. The new Chevrolet.
Now that's more like it.
This number has been brought to you by National Semiconductor, who, according to Consumer Electronics magazine, sold more handheld calculators last year than anybody else in America.
Next, ABC's Wide World of Sports presents World Figure Skating Champions featuring Olympic gold medalist Dorothy Hamill and the Michigan 150 Indianapolis car race with top drivers like A.J. Foyt and Gordon Johncock. Next on ABC.
Madison set to receive on your left, number 5, Ron Stith. On your right, number 26, Tom Parisi. Set to receive the kickoff. And for Hampton-Sydney, number 24, Ferguson, will kick off. A high short kick. Parisi and Stith almost collide at the 10-yard line. It's Parisi on the return, crosses the 25-yard line, finally knocked down on a nice return and good blocking along the right side by the Madison Dukes. 21 yards on the kickoff return for Tom Parisi. We'll set the offensive line of the Madison Dukes for you now in this possession. At offensive guards, number 50, Rick Burkhardt, and number 69, David Payne. The tackles are 72, Warren Coleman, and 51, Bernie Longus. And the center is 55, Brian Grainer. Number 82, Ron Borders, is the tight end. First and 10 from the 30-yard line for Madison. Their second possession of the game. They trail 7-0. The give is to the fullback, Shane Haas. Haas on short yardage, stopped by Cecil Talley, the defensive tackle, number 70, and right defensive end, number 93, Rick Curtis. Hampton-Sydney defensively, as you look at them in their huddle. David Hardy, number 21, will be at cornerback. At safety, 29, Frank Fulton. Linebacker, number 36, Bob Parsons. The other linebackers, number 61, David Michael. And also in the secondary, number 42, Mike Harkham at cornerback. We'll set the line for you in just a minute. Bucky Knox going in motion. The give over the right side and short yardage, crossing the 35-yard line. David Michael makes the tackle on number 5, Ron Stith, along with number 55, Arthur Coleman.
Steve, one of the things that Coach Fulton's defense is going to try to do this afternoon is invite Stan Jones and Madison to throw the football. They're a run-oriented football team, and they've got 2 fine running backs. And what you want to do, you want to get them out of what they're used to doing, and so they're inviting them to throw the ball this afternoon.
Stan Jones at quarterback, Shane Haas at fullback, and Ron Stith, number 5, is now in at tailback, replacing Slayton. Jones on a keeper makes a nice move on the option play, cuts upfield and fights for extra yardage, moving into Hampton-Sydney territory across the 50 to about the 46 or 7-yard line. Steve Farrell, number 88, the middle linebacker for Hampton-Sydney, made the tackle on a nice keeper, Mr. Davis, by Mr. Jones.
He ran the option play well. He went out down to the line of scrimmage. He's got a... Here's the play again right here. Stan comes down the line of scrimmage, watches the key. The end goes upfield, and then he's all alone. Nobody's at the quarterback, and he jumps in the secondary. Fine run by Stan Jones.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line of Hampton-Sydney for the Madison Dukes. Their first time in Hampton-Sydney territory. And their second possession, the pitch is back to Stith. Stith cutting upfield. Past the line of scrimmage, crosses the 45-yard line to about the 44. The tackle made again by Steve Farrell, number 88, the middle linebacker. 6 foot, 195-pound senior, who's their defensive captain.
That play, the same play, the option play to this side. That time, the defensive end took Stan. He pitched the football on his key, and, of course, the secondary reacted quickly to it and, of course, made the play for very little gain. But that's the beauty of the option. You don't know who's going to be your key each time you go down the line.
For Madison, Chip Derringer, number 21, comes in at split end, replacing Parisi on 2nd down and 7. Madison moving from the Hampton-Sydney 44-yard line. Again, the option play. And again, Jones keeps it. Good blocking out in front as Jones moves deep into Hampton-Sydney territory, down around the 25-yard line. Frank Fulton, the safety man, number 29, finally dragged him down. Another fine run, Steve, by Stan Jones.
And another option play. Went back to the other side where he had success the first time. He just came down the line of scrimmage. And here it is. He comes down to the line of scrimmage. No one's there. Nobody takes him. Nobody makes an attempt to get him. And he breaks in the secondary. So they've got the Hampton-Sydney defense to their right side. They're having some problems right now.
It's another first down for Madison. They operate now from about the 26-yard line of Hampton-Sydney. Bucky Knox on a counter play, coming back to the left side, gets short yardage, maybe picks up a yard. Number 93, Rick Curtis, the right side defensive end, 6'4", 195-pound sophomore, makes the tackle.
Steve, one of the real unique things about football, you get a defense thinking you're going to run something consistently. He came out like he's going to run the option play again, and as a misdirection handoff back across, of course, Hampton-Sydney were there, but, you know, you get a team thinking they're going one way, and you try to go back against them.
Second down and 9 for Madison, operating from the Hampton-Sydney 25-yard line. Jones running the option to the right, cuts up inside, over tackle, picks up a couple of yards is all. Another good, fine defensive reaction by Hampton-Sydney's middle linebacker Steve Farrell, number 88, who's been all over the field so far, along with defensive tackle Tom Alford, number 54.
Steve Farrell was a high school quarterback, and he's made the transition to linebacker, and of course, Coach Fulton is very high on Steve. He thinks he's a very talented athlete.
There you see Challis McMillan, the head coach of the Madison Dukes, who has taken them from no victories their first season in 1972 to an undefeated season last year of 9-0-1. Challis' first college job, he was a high school coach before 1972. Third down and 6. Fake the draw. Jones wants to pass. He's under pressure now. Down to the 20-yard line, makes a great move, and is down near the 15-yard line, very close to first down yardage. David Michael, number 61, the linebacker, made the tackle for Hampton-Sydney. And it is enough for the first down yardage as Madison comes right back. Penalty marker on the field, however. And maybe it was dropped by accident.
I think it was a towel for the Madison trainer.
It was an orange towel that looked a whole lot like a penalty marker. Madison's colors of purple and gold.
Steve, one of the things about Madison, I'd hate to have to tackle their quarterback. He's pretty big. 6'3".
He's 6'3" and 205, and he's only a junior. He'll be back next year. First down and 10 for Madison from the 15-yard line of Hampton-Sydney on the pitch to Stiff. Ron Stiff cuts upfield to the 10-yard line, inside the 10 to about the 7-yard line, and again, Steve Barrell, number 88, made the tackle for Hampton-Sydney. Here you see Ron Stiff. The other tailback, along with Slayton Stiff, is 5'10", a 165-pound senior. Also returns kicks, and he can motor.
It's the option play, and watch Shane Haas, number 11, if you can get him in the film. He's out here blocking the secondary back. He clears the way for Ron Stiff, so that's the joy. Everybody does their responsibilities, one man on one man, and usually make yards.
That's why every play is designed to be a touchdown. That one gained 8 yards. Second down and 2. Hampton-Sydney's 7-yard line. Shane Haas, the fullback, down to the 5-yard line, and he's bent over backwards. Again, Steve Barrels on the top of the play. Underneath, number 61, the other linebacker, David Michael.
Steve, I asked Stan Jones before the ball game. I said, Stan, how many hours a day do you prepare for a football game? And he said anywhere between 4 and 6 hours of being on the field, watching film, and doing all his homework. And he said today's his exam, and this is a big exam for him.
And we'll be back in just a minute.
That's me in one of my on-the-road pictures. I'll try anything to get good mileage. Today, I still do everything I can to get good mileage by getting regular engine tune-ups and seeing my independent Texaco.
We're back, and while we were away momentarily, we want to apologize for them having a run of play while we were gone. Stiff carried the ball for Madison down to about the 1-foot line. On third down and 2, or rather first and 10 from the 5-yard line. Stiff picked up about 4 yards. It is second down and goal at the 1-foot line for Madison. Madison trailing 7-0. We're still in the first quarter. Again, it's Stiff straight ahead, and Stiff is in there for a Madison touchdown. Ron Stiff on a 1-yard run. In fact, carried 2 times from the 5 to take it in, and it is now 7-6 with Madison's extra point attempt yet to come. Scoring drive for Madison, 69 yards in 13 plays as they came right back following Hampton-Sydney's touchdown on Hampton-Sydney's previous possession. Nothing fancy about that play. Both times from the 5-yard line, they ran right at the Hampton-Sydney defense.
Well, that adds to Ron Smith's ability to, get the hard yards. He's not a real big football player. He just barreled up there and made the touchdown.
Bob Ward, number 3, will attempt the extra point. Dale Eaton will hold, or rather, and it's good. Terry Hansgrove was holding, and that ties the score at 7-all, and that is the end of the first quarter. With the score, Hampton-Sydney 7, Madison 7. We'll be back in just a minute.
When you come to Dean Witter, you'll find stockbrokers with ideas. Ideas about stocks and ideas about tax programs, retirement plans, commodities, options, municipal and corporate bonds, ideas for investing money wisely. That's why people come to Dean Witter.
We've had a few disagreements over the years, but there's one thing we do agree on, and that's light beer from Miller. Light is 1/3 less calories than their regular beer.
But the best part is that it tastes so great.
The best part is it's less filling.
Nah, it tastes great.
Less filling.
Tastes great.
Less filling. Less filling. You know even less about beer than basketball.
That's it, Heinsohn. You're out of the bar.
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
All right, Phil, tell me how these guys got a hold of you.
Well, they came in and they asked me to try Son Double 2. I tried it. I liked it. And we're all here today. You see a lot of razors, but you don't see them with any more blades than Persano's got. It's got double blade, got it on both sides. It's smooth, it's close, it's an easy shave. It helps me keep my front up, It's like those guys say, there's no finer razor made. I think shaving's going to be in next year.
Benny Newell and Bill Watson are deep back to receive for Hampton-Sydney. You see them on the left with Newell on the left. David Huffer will kick off for Madison College to start the second quarter, tied 7-7. Newell takes it at the goal line. Ben Newell out to the 20-yard line. Crosses the 25 and is tripped up, and Newell thought he might have gotten some more yardage. Jim Hardesty, number 23, made the tackle for Madison. The ball across the 20 at the 23-yard line. A 22-yard kickoff return for Ben Newell.
See, first quarter statistics, both teams have 4 first and 10s, 4 for 4 and 4, and rushing yards for Madison, they've had 15 attempts for 75 yards and 11 attempts for Hampton-Sydney for 34 yards. They've had 21 yards passing Hampton-Sydney. Madison hadn't had any, and really the total offensive statistics really 75 yards to 55, so really there's not too much difference right now.
We'll be back with second quarter action between Hampton and Madison in just a minute.
That's me in one of my on-the-road pictures. I'll try anything to get good mileage. Today, I still do everything I can to get good mileage.